Good evening guys, James here from the Football Manager WizKids. I'm back with another episode of the Homecoming where I'm taking Newcastle United to the top. Sadly it's not gone as well as hoped, but let's get into the results and show you how it's been going. So the last game we played was Halifax, and then we went on to a home tie against West Ham where we won 2-1 through goals from Florian Thauvin, who is really underimpressed, to be honest. He's just not done nothing for me at all. I haven't been a fan of him so far, and he's played a lot of games. Siem de Jong, he tends to get injured now and then. He scored the second goal. He's just got injured for 5 weeks, which is disappointing, but he does score great goals when he's fit. A 1-1 draw against West Brom. Poor result. Sylvain Marveaux, that's how short I was on players, that he, who is on the transfer list, came in and started for me and grabbed the goal. He got injured just after the game. Then it was a treble header against Swansea. As you can see, we won 2-0 in the Capital One Cup semi-final first leg, a Jose Perez and Thauvin scoring. Then 1-1 away in the FA Cup, Perez scoring again. Then again, we played them in the Capital One Cup semi-final, and I was absolutely raging at this. 2-0 up, basically just wanted to keep that. We were on our way to the semi-final, we were on our way to the final, which would have been against Manchester United or Stoke. 4-0, I had a big decision to make. Do I play a young lad, 18-year-old, inexperienced, or do I play Ron Vlaar, who every game he seems to play, we concede goals, and he does horrible. Now, if you look at the last 5 games, Ron Vlaar has played in every single one of those games. He has just been terrible for me, and the worst player I've used on Football Manager 2015 so far. Ron Vlaar, picked him up for free, and I actually tried to give him away almost in January, but there were no takers, and I will look to flog him off in the summer. I was absolutely fuming at that game. It went to extra time. We went down 2-0, 2 extra time, 3-0 down, 4-0 down, out of the cup, and I was raging. I was thinking that was going to be the silver lining. A poor season so far, and getting into the cup final would have made up for that, potentially. Then we played Arsenal at home. We went 2-0 down, believe it or not, and got a goal through Florian Thauvin. And I know I've been slating him, as you can see. He's scored 3 goals in the last 6 or 7 matches, but he really hasn't done that much for me. Colaccini scores and gets, I think, his 7th goal of the season. And we've just been battered and bruised back-to-back against Swansea for the 4th time in 5 games. We just lost 3-0 comfortably for them. That was the replay of the FA Cup, and we've just been absolutely battered by Pardew's boys. Johan Cabaye pulling the strings. Unfortunately, I'd love him back at the Toon one day. 4-0, convincing. Next up, Stoke, Leicester, Southampton, Bournemouth, before tough games against Liverpool, City, and the derby away to Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. So we're out of both cups, at the hands of Swansea, which is bitterly disappointing. We've got not a lot to play for now, and just before we wrap it up, it's a very brief video today, not much else to say other than it's been disappointing. I will show you the league table. 14th in the league after 24 games, only 7 wins, 6 draws and a massive 11 losses, 42 goals scored. We're doing okay in that department, but 51 conceded is absolutely shocking. It's the worst in the league. And we've only got 27 points. We're only 5 points above relegation, and we are quite a few points now. I think 11 off of 7th place, Watford. And believe it or not, I never seen a relegation battle coming, but that's what we're in. We're in a relegation battle. If anybody knows me in the community, you know I do not like playing the first season. I know you have to play it, you have to sort it out, you have to really get your own team, and by the second season comes, you've got your own players. But this is disappointing. I'll be surprised if I kept this job. Disappointing. I've not played in the Premier League in a long time, and I haven't played as Newcastle in probably around a year. Of course, the club I support. And finally, just before we wrap it up, we made one signing late on. As you know, left back was the problem position for me, and we have made a signing. So we still have Paul Dummett, not good enough for me. Masaru Haidara, not ready, but potentially a good future. We made the deadline day signing and forked out a fortune. 12 million. Yes, I know what you're thinking, it's a fortune. But I've been telling you, left back has been a problem position. Ryan Bertrand comes in on a big contract, a big value, big purchase made from Southampton. He got absolutely battered on his debut, a 6.3 average and a 4-0 defeat against Palace, but we needed one, and this guy, I'm confident, is going to do well for us. He's an England international, as you know. Ryan Bertrand, the only signing we made late on in the transfer window, and we have made one future signing. Quite excited to reveal this. Will I be the manager when he comes around? I doubt it, but who knows. We will keep pressing on, try our best, and I'll show you who's joining the club at the start of next season. That's right, guys, it's the one, the only, former Newcastle United wonder kid Adam Campbell is returning for 1.1 million. The season so far, 20 appearances, 15 goals at Notts County, and a 7.51 overall average. You know, guys, I love this kid. FM12, I made this kid come to stardom. I don't want to big myself up too much, but I believe I was the one behind this guy becoming an absolute monster. If you roll back the pictures in the WizKids albums, even if you go onto the first picture, the latest picture, just press back and it takes you to the oldest ones where we were 4 years ago. This guy, you have to see the screenshots. He was getting 70 goals a season for me, between 60 and 70. He was the England main man. He was captain of my club. He was twice Ballon d'Or winner, twice Player of the Year winner. The guy is a world-class player, and what the attributes you see right now, I would take advantage of them, using him if you can in this Football Manager, because they are going to take a severe hit. After leaving Newcastle United, he now plays for Notts County. He will not even be this good, or not even close to this good. But he's returning to Newcastle. Can we make something of him? Who knows? Hopefully. We also have Adam Armstrong, who's currently injured, just returned from Coventry. I hope to make them two the deadly duo that they can be, with Jose Perez and Alexander Mitrovic, who of course will not play again this season, or highly doubtful, broken leg. But yes, Adam Campbell's returning. Let's see if I can make something of him while he's been away from the club. 1.1 million, it's hardly a risk, but I've blown a lot of money on Ryan Bertrand. That needs to work out. I hope to be in the European race. I'm not even in mid-table. I'm against the sack race. I'm desperate to keep this job. Let's hope we can progress. Let's hope we can get a few lucky results before we come up to the big games against City, Liverpool and Sunderland. I've been James, you haven't. I'm the WizKid, you're not. This is the homecoming. Thanks for checking out, and I'll see you guys again soon.